For some of you who have watched IO for a while, you may have picked up on the fact that we live in Canada, and as Canadians we are subject to certain cultural stereotypes. That we say "a" all the time, that we can't say the word "about", and that we all love hockey. Another thing we're known for in some circles is for having what some like to call monopoly money. Canada has a very colorful currency, it's true, and with the shift to it being made from oil-based products and plastic, it's only gotten brighter. But now there is some new news about our bills. Apparently, they also contain meat. I'm Sasha Wood, here to tell you about how meat got into our money on IO. The Bank of Canada confirmed this possibility when they released the following statement. Canada's polymer banknotes have considerable benefits. They are more secure, durable, cost-effective than paper banknotes, safer, cheaper, and greener. Canadians use them with confidence. Polymer substrate used as a base for banknotes contains additives that help with the polymer manufacturing process, similar to many commercially available plastics. Our supplier of polymer substrate, Inovia Security, has confirmed to us that these additives may include extremely small amounts of tallow. So what exactly is tallow? Well, it's an animal byproduct, a hard and fatty substance coming usually from beef or mutton fat, but not exclusively so, especially not in the industrial sectors. These days, tallow can even come from plants in industry. For it to be considered tallow, it must share certain properties such as melting point. Tallow's main use is in soap and animal feeds. However, it can be used in a variety of other areas, such as to produce shortening, high-end shaving products, printmaking, and of course, making money. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. The tallow in this case is most likely used to aid in resistance. This is as much of the goal of the new plastic money is to make it harder to counterfeit and more resistant to day-to-day wear, such as spills and tears. While for some this is quite laughable, others find it quite upsetting. This scandal, if you want to call it that, broke in the UK when it was discovered that the £5 note contained trace elements of tallow. This occurred after a Twitter user, Starry Rocks, asked, "Is it true the new £5 notes contain tallow?" To which the Bank of England replied, "There is a trace of tallow in the polymer pellets used in the base substrate of the polymer £5 notes." The production of both Canadian and British currency share a supplier in polymer substrate, that being Inovia, which has issued a statement saying it is working towards a solution, which they have to do because some vegans are very irate about this. There is currently a petition with over 100,000 signatures to get this tallow removed, with the statement reading, "The new £5 notes contain animal fat in the form of tallow. This is unacceptable to millions of vegans and vegetarians in the UK. We demand that you cease to use animal products in the production of currency that we have to use." Now, for those who find this more of a non-issue, they raise the question of, if you want all the new fives reprinted, wouldn't that cost millions to get the materials that you could make this new currency, adding to the national debt for what is probably less than 5% of tallow in the entire bill? That seems like a lot of effort for something you need to touch for maybe 2 minutes, if even. Also, don't go looking for tallow if this kind of thing bothers you, because you will find it. Ignorance is bliss if this kind of thing really upsets you. Currently, a little over 30 countries have plastic currency, with Britain being a late adopter. But hey, with things going as they are, soon, and by soon I mean several decades, there may be no physical currency at all. But I'm sure people will find a way to protest that too. If you are a vegan or vegetarian, does the use of trace amounts of animal products in the manufacturing field bother you? Do you find it offensive and dismissive of your ideology, or is it not that big a deal? Share your thoughts down below. Personally, I'd be very concerned about the cost of reprinting all this money, especially up here in Canada where we've transferred all of our bills to it. It also seems a waste to throw away all these animal byproducts since the meat industry isn't going anywhere, and lots of these products can be quite useful for raw materials, and even some have medicinal uses. While it's true that the meat industry is very inhumane, it still seems like quite a waste to throw away all of these things for the production of more complex synthetics, which can really harm the environment. But who knows, maybe the whole time it's been plant tallow and people are freaking out for absolutely no reason. Share all your thoughts down below. Of course, agree, disagree, talk about it, that's what the comments are for. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.